that's what you want from your young guys, particularly coming up in your first week of basketball, being aggressive defensive instead of passive.
Nice move by Gradey. Mitchell kicks it. Dick sends it now to Abaji. Abaji high off the window on the take. Bruno Fernando checking in.
And if you're the Raptors, you know, okay, Garland's out. What does that mean? Donovan Mitchell time. They have to get stops now and get back out in transition.
Gradey! Oh! Gradey Dick along. Garland. Left early at the end of the first half. Garland off the bounce. Oh! Gradey Dick swats it away.
And know their role. To your point with Gradey Dick, coming into this arena, pulling in, knowing that I'm going to play and this is what's going to happen, it helps you out a lot.
No. Don't you got to finish. You know, when you're a coach and you have guys that understand their role, and that's why I asked them that question. It's like, you know, guys, you know, the quicker you get guys to understand their role, the better off they will be and your team.
Boucher. So what? You're going to guard people, tough, straight up, get into people. That gets you in your offense. Gradey counted in the foul.
Hey, look, man, he's more than a shooter.
Wide open, corner three. Doesn't go. Mobo rebound, kicks it out. Dick the three. Good.
Hey, good things happen when you play really hard.
Bruce Brown, another key veteran on this Raptors roster, so they're playing a lot of young players and rookies. This is second-year player Gradey Dick for three.
This is a team that is going to be honest with each other, and it starts with the head coach. That's really where it starts. Vinci doesn't suffer fools, and he will tell guys what he thinks. And
Bruno Fernando on the court for the Raptors. Gradey the three, good.
that's an example right there of what I was telling you, like when the weak side comes to help and block shots, that Rudy Gobert is going to get offensive rebounds playing with Julius Randle.
Gradey Dick attacking and kisses it off the window. Gradey Dick for three, drills it.
Looks like he's got his three-point shot back.
Yes. Man, he's in a situation. Is they're going to score the basket? Gradey Dick leading all scorers now with 17. Edwards nearly got the inbound steal. Mitchell out of control. Gradey Dick, hot hand, continues. 20 points for Gradey Dick. That pass batted out of there and stolen. Scotty Barnes outside. Gradey Dick will take the three and delivers.
He really has delivered in a lot of ways tonight for this Toronto team. Undermanned.
Minnesota's Freddie Freeman, the crossover, lost the handle. Raptors taking advantage. The flush by Scotty Barnes, who hurt his finger there on the slam.
So a lot of that deliberate action that we've seen in years past, it's changed. Here's Gradey. How about that move off the bounce?
Don't misinterpret my kindness for softness.
Gradey slicing through, and the Raptors lead by 12.
Got that, Matty D.
Starting five out there once again for the Nuggets. And it goes from the corner.
Some of these younger guys playing extended minutes. Just keep an eye on fatigue, right? Your rotations, keeping fresh people out there.
Let it fly from Murray Harbor.
Gradey Dick, quick trigger. Best to come out of Wichita, Kansas in a long while. Raptors with a chance to tie or take the lead. And Dick looking like George Gervin with that finger roll flip.
He's been fouled once on his wrist. That time he says he was pushed.
Hornets have a Dick Butkus with 7:15 remaining in our second quarter. Here's Dick hunting out the three-point line. Woo, look at this. All right, Gradey Dick.
Pirtle had boxed out Nick, so he couldn't come over to challenge that shot.
Had 10 points off the pine. Had his pocket picked by Shed. Dick. First dunk of the year. Elbow. Uh-oh, he's getting yelled at. Get to the elbow, Gradey. Nearly got there in time to hit a shot. Took him a while. Final 2 minutes of our first half. Oh my goodness, Gradey Dick. How do you do?
Set time to get that shot off.
First three-pointer tonight for Seth. Here's Dick. He can score. Lead is 9. Mobile. Dick. Velvety.
And Matt, you know, they'll be a subject of a lot of trade rumors between now and February 6th. Nice move by Gradey Dick there. Number 2 in the world in representation in the NBA. It's had so many different layers of impact that he's made.
You know, it's Jamal Shead and Jonathan Mobo, and tonight getting an opportunity to see Jacoby Walter.
Yeah, young players, you know, and they went through the grind last year, went down, got beat up a little bit, and came back, and he's in the core of that. He's in the thick of things with that.
Besides, he's more than a shooter, too.
Oh, no, he'll take it to the basket, he'll pull up, he'll do all of that.
Gradey Dick, back-to-back threes. Here's Dick. High off the window. Jayabaji as well. Gradey turns, fires. How about that? Sticks it. And they've put together some consecutive shots. Lakers have come right back. Here's Gradey. Dick, the three. You know, it's been talked about a lot. You know, the last 6 champions. As Gradey Dick connects. He's got 21 now.
He gets to his spots, man.
Gradey. Oh, what a move.
You bring 2 to the up, swing, clean look.
Corner 3, Abaji, no. Second chance opportunity. Gradey the three. 26 now. He's made 4 threes.
22 points.
125, 116. Barrett. Here's Gradey. Bucket and book it.
Got to recognize it now.
Here's Gradey with the three. Good.
Well, get the ball to your zone buster, right?
There's so many unbelievable things, and Antonio and I were talking before, and we were talking about all the plays that people didn't see in practice.
Hurdle, rolls. Dick. Oh, what a shot. Baseline. Turnover. Gradey to Ochai. Ochai had Fox up there with him. 22 points. His career high's 28.
Baji 4 for 5 from 3 as well. Shooting it with such confidence and conviction.
No, Gradey knows his spot.
Same place again and again.
For the Raptors at 5-18, but Barrett got those 2 free throws. Here's RJ, finds Gradey, turns, fires, connects! Inspired by 15! Sabonis with 20 rebounds. Fox, job by Gradey. Here's RJ, to the rack, lays it up and through, plus the foul! Barrett. Boucher, the closeout. Gradey able to sprint in the paint. Oh! Gradey delivers in clutch time. He's got 22.
Coming into this game from downtown right away, doesn't hesitate, knocks it in.
Inside, left-hand layup, no good. Porter's got it again, chased by Abaji, and Gradey Dick with a nice steal. Gonna give it back to Dick, and he puts it in.
Poise when he gets inside too. He can feel where a defender is on his body so well and finish around him.
Gradey Dick with a high arcing. Pass underneath, and Gradey Dick puts in a 7-footer. For Toronto. Shed going to the rack. And the jumper in the corner is good, and Malone is hot. Jacoby Walter just knocked in a 3. Gradey Dick lets it go and hits. Boy, has he been a revelation for this Toronto Raptors team. Zeke Nnaji hustling. These are sink or swim minutes for Zeke Nnaji. You weren't with us the other night. Important minutes. Gradey Dick got it again.
Like they're not moving very well. The basketball's sticking. You got to get out and run in transition like that.
And Watson's shot is blocked, saved, but out of bounds. Into Porter, no, couldn't handle it. That's a bad pass. Too much traffic there, and Mitchell lay it up and in.
Ultimately, that's going to open up the defense. That's going to open up your offense from the defense, and you see him continue to move the basketball.
Gradey, the three is good, and so a hockey assist for RJ.
Toughness in the way that they play. They work hard on every possession.
Gradey Dick. He's got one of the quickest jump shot releases that I've seen. Abaji. Pass it out. Mitchell straightaway three. That's no good. And then long shots are producing a lot of long rebounds. Gradey Dick, they got there late. And once again, second chance points. Gradey Dick right by everybody.
Barrett out top. Mitchell slips off. Gradey Dick on the baseline, raises up and slammed it home on the blow-by Herter.
In the second half of this ball game from long range. On the other hand, 5 of 8 for the Raptors.
Gradey Dick got Monk in the air on the fake, and a classy shot by Gradey Dick.
You're going to find yourself with some open shots like we did late in the game.
It's a great brand of basketball, for sure. The Raptors do play that way. Gradey Dick down the lane, down the hatch. Gradey Dick now with 5 points. Jones. Almost. Play there by Gradey Dick. Knocked it off the foot of Kai Jones. That's an excellent defensive play.
University of Colorado.
Here is Gradey Dick, picked up by Powell. The three is good, and he points up here to Jim Jackson.
That's right. Shut it.
Clippers 48, Raptors 40. Gradey Dick the other way. 10-footer is good.
That was tough, man.
Gradey Dick alone for 3. That's trouble. And he knocks it down. It is 64-57. Clippers out in front, under 7 to play.
Lakers led by as many as 26 in the game in Toronto and almost let it slip away at the end as Gradey Dick goes in and scores.
And that's good play there by Gradey. What he did was let Austin Reeves fly by and then
high post Pirtle. Gradey Dick comes around to pick. Dick's going to attack the rim, and he's got it again.
Despite not playing their best.
Yeah, now they got to just make sure they try to get out early here in the third.
Those paint points, that's not an aberration for them, as Gradey Dick. Dick out by the logo. Gonna pull up and try another 3. 2 in a row. Behind his back. Handoff. And Pirtle's gonna come up with it, and here we go 4-on-2 the other way. Bounce to Gradey Dick. Forgot the basketball. Abaji for 3, straight as a string, and down it goes.
See, the turnovers get them in the early offense.
Beautiful touch by this young man out of Wichita, Kansas.
Gradey Dick from 3. That's a tough angle, too, from the corner.
He's kind of slid into that Gary Trent role. Gary Trent was the starting 2-guard last year. You put the pit bull, sick the pit bull on him and see if you can shake his confidence.
Gradey Dick with the fadeaway.
Rollins has got to continue to be in facilitator mode instead of being aggressive, looking for his own, like this guy.
Well, Gradey Dick is trying to keep him in it.
Today's NBA, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, actually. Generating good looks from the three-point line.
Gradey Dick had that big first half.
Or maybe he just gave the thumbs up sign that he was okay. We'll see. But he's done a great job on Gradey Dick so far. Nice contest.
Yeah.
Tough shot.
You just tip your hat, right? Spot of Dame at the point guard spot. He's out for the time being. Oh, wow. My goodness, where'd that come from, Fernando?
Close that side door.
Gradey Dick now has a new career high with his 32 points.
Very disciplined on the coaching staff, but he's lighthearted. And he's not taking it too serious.
Oh, Gradey off balance.
And got back to the ball. Tough to score on this double big Celtics lineup. Oh, JT got hit in the face, I think. That's why he couldn't catch White's pass. Leads to Barrett with a big Lefty hammer on the pass from Gradey Dick. Stats through 3 by Jason Stone Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone. Look at those points in the paint, Scott.
Oh, that's a sweet play right there, yeah.
Shed back to Dick. He puts it in. Celtics by 2. Dick on the drive. Elbow jumper. That's pure.
In the 40s from 3-point range, but he's also a good reader. He can handle the basketball. He makes solid decisions, so he's a player that the Raptors have to pay attention to.
Gradey right on time. And here's Mitchell. Sends it to Ochai. Ochai on the drive. Kicks it. Gradey corner 3. Splash!
He has been struggling, but that time it popped in his hands.
Gradey with the smooth release.
No hesitation.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Davion Mitchell kicks it. Gradey lets it fly. They've lost 1 game.
Yeah.
So it's surprising that they're 8-6, yet they did do that deal, right, as Gradey Dick gets the bucket there.
And they've had 2 losses to Portland.
McDaniels blows the dunk. Gradey dribbles out of traffic. Gradey up to Gradey leads the charge.
He'll kick and find Scotty Barnes. Barnes on the hop in toward Mobley. Deals to Pirtle as the safety valve, who hands off to Barrett. Barrett loves that left hand. He'll sweep one back to Gradey Dick. George drilled 6 threes. Vogels at the elbow. Allen's there as well. Garland and Gradey collided as Gradey Dick hits.
Just get this ice out of here. We'll give you something to really talk about.
Garland and the Cavs looking to restore some order here as Gradey Dick has an answer.
Good shot by Darius Garland. That was a heck of a shot.
Barrett on the bounce finds Gradey Dick.
So they've done a good job on Gradey Dick, man. He can absolutely shoot that basketball.
You see Oklahoma City, they're a couple of years ahead of where the Raptors are currently, but if you look at this model, you have been through this before with the Toronto Raptors early on. Is that Gradey with a ball fake? Gradey blocked out, banks it in! Dick with the 3-pointer off the glass. These are the sort of games, and as you're rebuilding, you know, I think it's a positive. As Gradey knocks it down from the baseline, from the
Russo win, but these are guys that's been part of the losing process with this team, but they all have been developed and they've been part of it together.
Gradey from the corner knocks it down from Guelph.
Raptors one of their last 8, 5 or 6 to start the game, so they've been ice cold, Matty D.
Here's Gradey on time and on target.
Needed that one.
Picked up in the offseason from Detroit. Gafford loses it in a turnover, the 3rd by Dallas. Davion Mitchell was questionable with a hip. He is playing. Dick, the 3 from the corner. RJ attacking. And it doesn't go. Darko wanted a call. Gradey the 3. Bucket and bucket. Pirtle over to Gradey. Gradey with a J. Gradey turns, fires, 3! Bucket and bucket! Gradey into the front court. Last 2 games averaging over 20. Oh, the sweet touch! Gradey Dick, count it! Scooped up by Barnes. Scotty B with it. Looks for Gradey. Close out by Towns. Side step! Bucket and bucket.
This year, 8th in the league with 15 makes night. This is Mobo, the rookie. He's a very good rebounder. Gradey Dick, a 15-footer that drops. Second-year man out of Kansas. For the cutting, Highsmith had it blocked by R.J. Barrett, who's doing a little bit of everything so far for Toronto. Gradey Dick, oh, with a right-hand jam.
Just no defense, no layers of defense.
Heat commit their 3rd turnover. Mobo coming right at the Heat. And right now the Raptors playing at a different octave than Miami. A three-pointer for Gradey Dick. For the second longest consecutive three-point streak in Heat history, Duncan holds the record with 69 straight regular season games with a triple. That happened in the 2021 season. Gradey Dick just happened again. He scored the first three of the game. That's his first point since. Puts the Heat up by 8. Miami's 8th triple of the game. Gradey Dick drops it in softly. 14 points for Gradey Dick. Put him back into the thinking of Coach Spo. Gradey Dick from the corner.
30-point games this year, 6 of them at home, so he likes the home cooking.
And averages 27.9 at home. Gradey slicing through with the finger roll. Sends it over to RJ. Under 3 minutes to go. Jack said, can they close out? And there's Gradey spinning, banks it in to RJ. Here's Gradey. Gradey attacking. Gets a little bit of room and the soft touch.
Beautiful job that time. Get to his spot.
Mobo coming off of a career high 29 minutes and 50 seconds. Shed finds Gradey. Dick the three. Good. Shed scoops it up. Gradey lets it fly. Let it fly.
That man's paid the price.
Yes, he has. Shed. Gradey right on time. Raptors down 7-5. Here's Scotty B attacking. At the elbow, spins around, jumper doesn't go! Gradey Dick soaring through the air! It is Era's night. We're taking you back in time. What a save! Mobo to Shed. Gradey up fake. Good pass. Abaji, the three! Abaji knocks it down. He's just having a conversation.
That's what happens when you got 9 years in the league. You just interject in everything.
Gradey Dick, the three-pointer is good.
And, you know, again, we talk about so much, there's so much switching in defense today. So teams really don't have to move as much.
Gradey connects into the front court. Raptors up 2. Shed. Here's Gradey, fires away. Gradey Dick connects.
First time out by Coach Darko. They're playing with a burst of energy. Look at this right here. Scotty B picking pockets.
Gradey on the inside, the attack. Timeout, Houston. Yeah. Raptors able to get it across the timeline. Raptors with a 9-point lead, and Gradey the length, the finger roll.
Jelly roll it.
Shed now attacking. Gradey, close out by Brooks. Gradey attacking, kicks it, wing three, Apache. 24th in the league in percentage, 76.7. Here's Gradey Dick the three, turns, fires, good.
He stepped right into that shot.
Highest payroll, they're well under that number, 177. They're at 160 and change. There's Gradey with a three.
RJ Barrett gathers, comes up short, deflected all the way out. Gradey Dick trying to get himself going. Scoop layup, missed it. Good second effort. Bridges on the drive, stolen by Boucher. Nick's getting sloppy. Pass behind to Barrett. Gradey Dick gets a good look in the corner, knocks down the three.
Barrett's had a fantastic month of December. This Raptors team has lost 8 in a row. Gradey Dick with the first Raptors bucket of the game. Very international city.
All you gotta do is go there for a little bit, and I promise you, you'll be sold on.
Dick for 3, put it in. Shot clock at 10. Olynyk stuck in a corner. Gradey Dick working to the baseline, flips it, Boucher slams. Good look by Gradey Dick to find Boucher underneath. Dick drives and lays it in. Grizzlies' interior defense.
Desmond Bane has been doing for this Grizzlies team, creating scoring opportunities for others.
Dick misses a 3, got his own miss, and laid it back up and in. Gradey Dick with 14.
And scoops it up with a reverse.
Abaji saves it. Here's Gradey with the reverse and using just the right amount.
They want to win their way, and you have to make those adjustments.
Gradey getting to the iron, lays it up and through. Under 8 minutes to go, opening quarter. Scotty with a long rebound. Gradey the three, good.
30 people out of the system automatically. A lot of them are good veterans that, quite frankly, add a lot to the fabric of your league.
Here's Gradey rising up to three. Good, Gradey Dick with the bucket. Over to Ochai, attacking. And there's Gradey, the corner three. Great find. Raptors by 1. Gradey Dick. Gradey, Ochai, Pirtle, and Quick. What a difference maker. IQ, 11 points, 7 dimes. Dick to the bucket. And Dick with the basket. Comes out to Abaji. Here's Walter. Over to Shed to Gradey, putting it on the deck. Gradey through traffic. Gradey the scoop shot. 104-97. Quickly. Gradey corner three.
Hey, you call the timeout. How great was that play design right there? Quick throw out, and you get a wide open three.
Gradey short. Shed handles it, and the three is good. Shed gives it to Gradey. Gradey, bucket. Gradey Dick is second to made 3. It's a great thrill to see him out here, overcoming injuries over the last 18 months. Gradey Dick knocks it down. Jack, you mentioned it. This is we've seen this a couple of times this season where teams have come in dialed in as Gradey knocks down the three.
Magic. three balls from that right elbow.
Bridges was 1 for 7 in that game. Started tonight 0 for 5, and Gradey Dick rattles one home.
Those two will always be intertwined. As Scotty Barnes was picked one spot after Evan Mobley. They went 3 and 4 back in 2021. Gradey Dick inside. He'll bank and score.
Because he's a facilitator and he's always there.
Mobley finds Wade. Boy, that was the case where Mobley was the driver. The Cavs were spaced around the perimeter and opened up a wide open shot for Wade as Gradey Dick cashes in. Barnes strides into the forecourt. Gradey Dick had to reverse as Mobley was there.
Take a good long look at that. You won't see that very often.
No, you won't.
But for a very good reason.
Yes.
D for Scotty Barnes. Barrett to forecourt. Gradey Dick shot right down the middle.
You got to be on him.
Cade. Inside double team. Swipe by Dick. Shed.
See?
And Gradey Dick left alone for just a moment. The forecourt. Now they have it in the hands of Scotty Barnes. Barnes gets a screen from Jakob Pirtle. In the corner to Gradey Dick. He had him.
Dennis Schroeder, it's interesting bringing him in to Golden State. Gradey Dick rattles in the three. And a big bucket in trying to handle somebody like Steph Curry.
It's not just on him. You know, you compete, but it's a team concept. That's Steph Curry. That's one of the best we've ever seen do it.
Gradey Dick rises up.
Not allowing him to do anything outside the three-point line. Forcing everything to the basket.
Three-pointer, and it's good. 3, doesn't go. Long rebound taken by Gradey in the paint. He's got a dozen.
Be used so much. He doesn't have to have all of that volume with shots. You have so many other good players that you can use.
Dick to 3, wide open. Here's Gradey. Gradey gets to the short corner over Horford. Oh, nice touch. 12-0 run. Here's Gradey. And that also comes along with the help. R.J. Barrett defied by Gradey Dick. The cut by R.J. lays it up and in. The one that followed it that really put Boston over the top was the Holiday. R.J. Barrett, another tremendous dive. 64-61. Here's Mitchell. Scotty. Cut off by Tatum. Up fake. Gradey Dick. 3. Good.
Transferring over to the Orlando game, coming off the bench, and sort of an experiment here for this team to see, first of all, if he can get healthy. in this kind of role, and second of all, just to see if this kind of role is working as Gradey Dick gets the finger roll finish.
More people are excited, but I think it's, got to have a game winner to get to 40. Someone's got to hit a game winner in each game, and then the winners play each other in the championship. Wow.
Off the glass, free throw line. As a team for the Bucks, 82% accuracy.
Yeah, and to your point, Lisa, about are they doing it on purpose? Gradey Dick knocking that down.
It never stops, right?
Little mentor. You see how he caught it and he stepped into it. He got that arm locked and he let it go. He said, just like that. That's what you got to do.
Raptors now have missed their last 6. De Silva, a rare miss. Dick, the 3 in transition, buries it. And involved with sick kids and so important. And he spoke to that. Gradey, the corner 3. The body from Banchero. Shot doesn't go. Brown with a rebound. Gradey with the throwdown! And he is a superb three-point shooter. Here's Gradey on the attack.
He and Barnes really give you a great 1-2 punch offensively. Dick comes with the steal. Going in on Jalen. Reverses and scores.
Well, the Hawks, we talked about points in the paint, and that was prime example. Just breaking down the defense, ball moving from side to side.
Another time they go. Pass picked off by Barrett. Up ahead to Gradey Dick. And he dunks it home.
It's amazing what he does each and every night. Dick gets another open shot right there. Again, that's
Walter gives Dick on the wing. That's good. Gradey Dick with his second 3.
The ability to get right to the iron, their first field goal.
He's going to go right back to that left hand again, so you got to be ready for that.
Gradey, the sweet touch.
A beautiful movement off the ball that time, coming off tight off the screen. Oh, their backup center tonight, Robinson's got 4 fouls, so against Scotty B with the 5 spot.
Gradey, the 3, turns, fires, swish. He can play that range and in, literally, as I mentioned, all night. He is that good with it. There's Grady's short corner. And a timeout taken by Billy Donovan in his 5th season, guiding.
Numbers may not be jumping out at you right away, but this floor game and this recognition of how to manipulate this Bulls defense. Great cut by Gradey.
Oh! Dick! For 36 from 3. Gradey drives end line, kicks it, open, Mitchell, good! Their ability to knock down 18 of their 40 attempts tonight. 45% Gradey, 3, good.
I think it was Oakley bought it for me. It took me to get it made.
That's nice.
12-inch cuff.
We had a bunch of guys that can figure it out and play multiple positions. Serge, Mark, Pascal, myself, Kawhi, Kyle Lowry. All these guys were defensive team type members at some point.
Gradey,
okay, Gradey.
Little give and go, and Gradey with a finish. Barrett's got 18 points. Here's Harden. Shot doesn't go. Wanted a call, won't get it. Ochai saves it to Gradey. Gradey, oh, with the throwdown! Gradey Dick! Here's Yak. And too strong. Walter diving for it. Pirtle dives for it. Pirtle finds RJ to Gradey. Rattle it in! Rattle it in! Gradey nearly lost it. Gradey in the corner, Walter!
Oh, man.
10 points for the rookie out of Baylor.
And he had 14 the other night against the Bulls.
Gradey! The baseline cut, the reverse dunk by Dick.
They're starters a little more minutes.
Yeah. With a tighter rotation. Oh, the denial up top. Dick! The two-handed jam. Yeah, it is a stretch, folks. 108-97. Gradey, it's a big 3! And we got a game! Gradey out on the wing, looks for a Olynyk. Has Brunson on him. kicks it. Shed with enough fake. Grady, quick trigger. Three! Splash!
As you mentioned, first-time All-Star, made defensive teams, defensive All-Player of the Year. So he's a great player, but you see Gradey Dick with a three-point out of his own. That time got beat in transition, getting an easy layup.
Grady. How about Grady? Down the lane.
The shot's not going to be that easy, but he's going to figure out how he can get those shots. Good defense. That's the bodies that John needs to see.
Ahead now, Grady, the reverse slam! Off the steal!
With a lot of free throws and knocking down threes.
Dick wanted to get past the three-point line, and that time he strokes it from the outside.
He has. It's almost like a cut shot in golf. As Gradey Dick knocks down the three.
Shed with 6 to his name so far tonight. Gradey Dick this time from the corner, and there is his first three-pointer tonight. Had been 0 for 5, just 2 of 9 from the floor.
Still almost able to connect there.
I think he might be. Just didn't have his steps down that time. An impressive reverse by Gradey Dick as he's fouled by Tyrese Maxey. That has been something the Sixers have needed to improve, and those two are doing it. Gradey Dick from downtown ties us at 96. So tied at 96, 3:40 to go.
Not the offensive exchange you're hoping for if you're Nick Nurse in a tight ball game down the stretch.
Gradey Dick left alone, and he's got another. The quiet night no more.
You don't call a timeout because the defense can use that to set up.
Embiid passes on the three, has it knocked away. And Gradey Dick will just try to dribble out the clock.
Having a better feel, which will come as a young player. I'm waiting for that part to happen as well.
On the run, here's Grady, corner three. Got it! Raptors!
In the mid-range, and when he gets to his spot, it's tough to stop.
20 points, 4-point lead. Grady trying to cut into it, and he does! Gradey Dick connects.
Bradley Beal's one of the best scorers in the NBA. Doesn't get that many opportunities, but he's scoring the rock.
And he's had some big games as Gradey Dick knocks down that three.
And he's trying to be a team guy, and I'm okay with that, but when he puts his best foot forward and he reminds us he's Kevin freaking Durant.
Had a career-high 10 on Friday against Miami. Here's a three, and Gradey Dick knocks down his third three. Hauser grabs a rebound in the outlet to Brown. Spin dribble, loses it. Grady diving. Oh, what a play by Gradey Dick! Boston 5 for 18, but they've yet to hit one here in the second quarter. Here's Grady rising up. Oh, swish! Oh, net! Third quarter just underway. Quickly having an off night shooting the three. Grady with the three, that's good. His second of 8 three. He's been their best three-point shooter. Grady, jumper, good. Sticks it.